Hello, welcome back to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all of the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Now, I'm slightly confusing myself because as I'm recording this, it is the 1st of December in the morning. In fact, it's going to be the second day of Vlogmas. I want to talk to you about Advents today, but I need to record that this afternoon. And I'm out on an errand this morning, so I figured as I was going out and about, and life is pretty monotonous at the moment, I would try and grab an opportunity to maybe record a little out and about vlog and get ahead of myself. If I hadn't confessed this, you would never know, just go with it. So I'm sat in a car. If you followed here for a while, you know that we don't own a car ourselves, but we have just got back from a lovely visit with my family. We went to Norfolk for the weekend and we hired a car because it was a long journey and to get there by public transport would have been ridiculously convoluted. So I needed to return the hire car today. So I'm driving back into the centre of Cardiff to drop this off. And while I'm in Cardiff, I thought as well have a mooch around the centre. I've got a few bits and pieces I'd like to try and pick up, and I just thought we'd see what we can see along the way. So yeah, a little bit of a shopping trip today. I'm hoping to pick up a bullet journal for next year. My journaling's fallen off a little bit over the last couple of months, but I've been missing it, particularly the sort of daily tracking aspect of it, what I'm working on project wise, what I'm reading. I feel like taking a little bit of time at the start of my day just to reflect on the day before and think about what I want to achieve in the coming day really helps me to focus and be a little bit more organised rather than just sort of free falling through my days. I'm also hoping to pick up some of my favourite tea from Bird and Blend. And what else do I want to do? Oh, we've got a Advent candle, which you may have already seen, hopefully, in yesterday's vlog. But I want to get a little tray or a stand or something for that to sit on so that the wax doesn't just melt all over my mantelpiece. And finally, I might do a little browse around Waterstones and do some book browsing. I don't need any books, but hey, it would be rude not to go in the bookshop while I'm in Cardiff, so let's get on the road. Car is dropped off and I'm taking a walk. I don't often find myself on this side of the river, so I'm going to take a wander down this side of the river. I'm by the stadium at the moment and I'll leap across the bridge at the other end and back into town. There's some lovely lights today. I was hoping I'd be able to share more of the drive with you, but my phone kept slipping down the dashboard, so I couldn't keep the camera recording, so never mind. I love all of the street art on this side of the embankment, so we might go down there and have a closer look. It's always nice for a little bit of colour inspiration.
The Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty, and
platform 2 for 11:57 Transport for Wales, service to Penarth.
Okay, lovelies, I am back home. It's nice to be in the warm. It was really nice to be out, but oh, it's getting really chilly out there. So I hope you enjoyed a little wander around Cardiff with me. Depending on what happens later in the month with time, and also whether we are still able to travel around because of the Omicron variant, I guess there's a chance we might go into some sort of lockdown. So we'll have to play it by ear, but I'm hoping that we might get back to Cardiff one more time a bit later in the day when the lights are on, so that I can share that with you. Share some of the things that I picked up this morning on my shopping trip. I was mostly successful with the things that I wanted to get. And then I think at the very end of the vlog, I'll share the advents that I'm going to be opening and sharing. But first, I purchased this Vlogmas headwear of choice. Reindeer antlers. I know, a bit of silly fun, but I thought, why not? I think in the footage you saw that I did manage to get my tea, which I'm really happy about. I love this so... Ooh. Managed to spray it everywhere. Oh dear. I love this so much. It smells, it's called mulled cider, as I said earlier, and it smells just like that lovely sort of clovey, cinnamony mulled wine without the alcohol. So it's got apple pieces, ginger, rosehip, hibiscus, cinnamon, cloves, lemon peel. Brewed this up just with hot water, but I've also brewed it up cold in lemonade, and it's delicious either way. And yeah, I wish this was smelly vision, because oh, it smells so good. I was only partially successful with my journal. I mean, I got a journal, but it wasn't really what I wanted. But also, I'm not really a shopper. I don't like spending too much time browsing, especially in Cardiff. It can get really busy. So I picked up something that I think will do the job. And my journaling has fallen off in the second half of this year, so I didn't want to end up spending too much. I could have gone online and tried to find something, but I didn't want to end up spending money on something that may or may not get used for the full year. So I ended up in Tiger, and I picked up this daily diary that they had. I was looking for something similar. I had got my sort of bullet journals from Tiger last year, but they didn't have anything like that with just the sort of grid paper inside. But I thought this was a good compromise. So this diary has daily pages, and there are sort of timestamps down the side, which I probably won't get that much use out of. My life is not that busy. I organise my sort of work life, and it's just me and James, so we don't have lots of appointments to keep. So this will probably become my sort of, you know, Dear Diary column, where I jot down the events of the day. But what I did like is there is a to-do list. There's a small grid, and there are also these fun sort of characters down the bottom. So there's kind of like a mood tracker and also a weather tracker. And then this is today's goal, which I'm not really sure what a to-do list and a goal, what is different between those, but I'm sure I shall figure out some way of using those. It doesn't have a monthly overview, is the biggest downside of this particular diary. As I say, it only cost me a couple of quid. And what I'm thinking is I have quite a few unused pages in the bullet journals that I bought for this year. And what I may do is rip out some of those pages, and at the beginning of each month do my monthly trackers for the things that I really like to keep track of, and I like a sort of visual monthly overview. My reading and my creative projects, so my knitting, crochet, weaving, spinning. It's quite nice to see a page, like a monthly page of what I did when. So I think I may end up ripping out some of those gridded pages, setting those up, and then just using some washi tape to stick them in the front of the months. So yeah, this was, I think, £4 or £5. It wasn't that expensive. So I figured that I would give that one a go for 2022. The other thing I was on the lookout was a base sort of thing, tray for my Advent candle. And I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, but I did find this small chopping board, which cost me the princely sum of £3. It's quite a nice sort of wooden board, which the candle will look quite nice on. And then once I've finished with that, I mean, this is so tiny, I guess you could maybe chop garlic or small onion or something on here, but I mean, I don't know how much use that would be as a chopping board in the kitchen. It might make a nice sort of background for some Instagram photos with various candles and doodads on there. So I'm sure I will make use of this after the Christmas period. So I was happy to pick that up, and as I say, that was about £3, so didn't break the bank. I did get some little fairy lights, which I'm going to set up over in my Advent corner. Again, I think these were £4, so not too bad. There's about 2 meters of lighting on there. The thing that I purchased was something that wasn't on my list, but I couldn't resist. I don't have specifically a Christmas mug, and I couldn't leave this one behind. I couldn't work out whether he's meant to be Santa or an elf, but he looks kind of gnome-esque to me. So I shall be enjoying, probably most days, drinking my Advent tea from this mug. So yeah, that was it. I didn't buy anything in Waterstones. I did go in there. I had a book that in the back of my head, if I saw it, I was going to buy it, but I didn't see it, and I figured I could ask to see if they had it in stock, but if I didn't ask, then I wasn't going to spend the money. And it's not like I'm short of a book or two to read on my shelves already. So all round, a pretty nice, enjoyable morning out and about. So yeah, I shall leave you with a little bit of Advent footage before we sign off of the vlog for today. Whew, I'm so glad that I took all of that footage yesterday, because I'm definitely sicker than I gave myself credit for. You can probably hear it even more in my voice today. But I got the chills last night and I just could not get warm, and I slept through until 11 o'clock this morning, which is most unlike me. So I'm just having a really chill, easy day today. I will share day 2 of my Advent swap with Lisa, and then I'll put a bit of footage in for my tea Advent as well. So let's get this one opened. I think it's going to be fibre today. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I've got a couple of delicious chocolate eclairs. Yummy. Of course, the minute I sit down to record, the doorbell goes, and James is in a meeting, so he couldn't answer the door. I think I was sharing my chocolate eclairs. I'll add those to the snack pile for a little bit of sugary energy boost when I need it later on. And I have a lovely fluffy cloud of fibre. This is 20 grams of Cheviot fleece, washed the 2021 clip, and Lisa got this fleece when she went on a trip to North Uist earlier on in the summer. It's a reasonably short staple length, so I might pop that on my hand cards and make myself a rolag or two to spin up at some point soon. And then I have my little verse, and it has a beautiful piece of sea glass. I love collecting sea glass on there. And thank you to everyone who commented on yesterday's Vlogmas, and also to those of you who commented or messaged me to say that you enjoyed hearing the verse. So if you can excuse my dodgy voice today, I'll share the verse again with you. It's by John Masefield, and it's called Sea Fever. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. And the wheels kick and the wind's song and the white sails shaking, and a grey mist on the sea's face and a grey dawn breaking. I must go down to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying and the flung spray and the blown spume and the seagulls crying. I must go down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's way, the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry yarn from a laughing fellow rover, and a quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over. Right, I'm going to sign off. My voice is just hilarious to me. So yeah, I'm going to share my tea with you right now and my Advent candle, but I shall be signing off for today. I might need to come up with some idea for a no chat Vlogmas tomorrow if my voice continues to be like this. Once again, thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in one form or another tomorrow.
So